Everyone wants to be seen as a good person. It's the story you've been told since childhood. Be kind, be honest, play fair, and life will reward you. Society sells this as a universal truth, that moral purity leads to happiness, success, and peace. But the world Machiavelli saw, and the world you live in now, doesn't work that way. The reality is colder. The good are rarely rewarded. The honest are often deceived. The kind are easily manipulated. And those who cling to virtue without understanding power become pawns in a game they don't even know they're playing. Machiavelli didn't write The Prince to teach cruelty. He wrote it to expose how the world truly operates. He believed that humans, beneath their polished manners and moral words, are driven by self-interest. Loyalty lasts only as long as it benefits them. Compassion appears only when it costs nothing. And morality itself is often just a mask for ambition. Think about it. How many times have you done the right thing and been met with silence? How many times have you sacrificed your comfort, your boundaries, or your opportunities just to maintain the image of being good? And how many times did that goodness come back to destroy you? The harsh truth is that morality, without strategy, becomes self-destruction. You can be honest, but without discernment, your honesty becomes a weapon others use against you. You can be kind, but without limits, your kindness becomes weakness. You can be moral, but if your morality blinds you to how others think, you become predictable, controllable, forgettable. Machiavelli's world wasn't just Renaissance politics. It's your office, it's your friendships, it's your relationships. The dynamics are the same. People chasing advantage while pretending to uphold virtue. Those who understand this truth navigate life with power. Those who don't become victims of their own goodness. So what does it mean to stop trying to be a good person? It means to stop confusing moral purity with moral blindness. It means to understand that being effective, strategic, and respected matters more than being universally liked. It means realizing that virtue without power is invisible. And in the eyes of the world, invisible men don't matter. You don't have to become ruthless. You don't have to betray your soul. But you do need to wake up from the illusion that goodness alone protects you. Because it doesn't. It never did. Machiavelli's lesson is not the death of morality. It's the rebirth of awareness. To survive, you must see the world as it is, not as you wish it to be. To thrive, you must learn to balance heart with reason and principle with perception. Stop asking, how can I be good? Start asking, how can I be wise? Because wisdom, not goodness, is what keeps you free in a world ruled by appearances, manipulation, and self-interest. Let that thought linger for a moment. In the next part, we'll uncover Machiavelli's secret weapon, the art of perception, and why appearing good often matters more than being good. Machiavelli believed that what people see often matters more than what is real. The truth itself is powerless without perception, and that's where most good people fail. They believe that sincerity, purity, and honesty will speak for themselves. But the world doesn't listen to truth. It listens to strength, confidence, and control. A man can be noble in heart, yet crushed by those who merely appear noble. A leader can have the best intentions but fall to someone who simply knows how to look powerful. Machiavelli understood this brutal reality. People judge not by substance, but by appearance. They don't see your soul. They see your image. So he advised rulers, and by extension all men, to master the art of seeming. If you must be good, let it be strategic. Display compassion, but let it serve a purpose. Speak of integrity, but never reveal your full intentions. The wise man understands that his reputation is his shield, and that those who carelessly expose their sincerity to the world are asking to be betrayed. Look around you. We live in an age of performance. Social media rewards optics, not truth. Politics rewards charisma, not competence. Business rewards confidence, not compassion. Yet this is not a modern disease. It's human nature amplified. Machiavelli saw it 5 centuries ago. He knew that the masses crave illusion, not reality, and that only those who control perception can lead, influence, or survive. But this is where his wisdom cuts deeper. He didn't tell you to become fake. He told you to become unreadable. Because when people can't predict you, they can't control you. The art of appearing virtuous gives you freedom. The freedom to act without suspicion, to plan without resistance, to move in silence while others waste their breath declaring their goodness. Ask yourself this: what's more powerful? To be known as good, or to be respected as capable? To have people like you, or to have them depend on you? The first wins hearts, the second shapes destinies. Machiavelli understood that the man who controls his image controls his fate. To master perception, you must understand how others think, their fears, their desires, their weaknesses. People follow strength, not purity. They obey competence, not kindness. They admire those who seem unshakable, even if beneath that calm lies calculation. This is not deception, it's survival through awareness. The world is not kind to those who wear their hearts on their sleeves. Appearances rule the social order, and those who fail to understand this truth become invisible or expendable. So learn to project confidence even when uncertain. Learn to appear moral even when strategic. Learn to wield perception as both armor and weapon. Because in the end, perception shapes power, and power defines freedom. So stop trying to be understood. Stop begging to be seen for your heart. Let them believe what serves you best. As Machiavelli wrote, it is not necessary to have all the virtues, but to appear to have them. Appear calm, even when you're calculating. Appear kind, even when you're cautious. Appear humble, even when you're planning your rise. The art is not deceit, it's dominance through awareness. Mercy, forgiveness, understanding. These words sound noble, sacred even. We're taught to show compassion to those who hurt us, to be patient with those who betray us, to forgive endlessly as if it makes us morally superior. But Machiavelli saw something very different. He understood that mercy, when misplaced, can destroy kingdoms, leaders, and lives. Because mercy, without judgment, is not virtue, it's vulnerability. In The Prince, he warned that a ruler who is excessively kind will inevitably invite chaos. When people see that punishment never comes, that boundaries never exist, they begin to lose respect. Mercy without limits turns order into weakness, and weakness into opportunity for those waiting to strike. The same rule applies to you. When you keep forgiving the same betrayal, when you allow others to overstep your limits in the name of kindness, you're not being good. You're being devoured slowly. The person who cannot say enough ends up living in the shadow of those who can. Machiavelli believed that fear, not cruelty, but respect for consequence, is what maintains balance. A man who is loved but never feared will eventually be disobeyed, and a man who forgives too easily will eventually be despised. Mercy, if not controlled, creates ungratefulness, not loyalty. Think about it. How many times have you seen people take advantage of someone who's too nice? The friend who always lends money and never says no. The partner who tolerates disrespect, thinking love will fix it. The leader who refuses to discipline anyone, afraid to lose favor. Sooner or later, that kindness becomes invisible. Not because it's unappreciated, but because it's expected. That's the silent danger Machiavelli exposed. When you refuse to set consequences, people stop seeing your mercy as a gift. They see it as your nature. And when mercy becomes predictable, it loses its power entirely. Machiavelli didn't reject compassion. He redefined it. Mercy must be selective. It must serve purpose, not impulse. Show it when it strengthens your position, when it inspires loyalty, or when it stabilizes chaos. But never when it threatens your control. To live by his principle is to understand that sometimes the kindest act is the firm one, the refusal, the boundary, the silence that reminds others your grace is not infinite. A ruler, a friend, a lover, or a man in any walk of life must know when to close his hand, not just open it. This doesn't mean cruelty. It means control. It means valuing your energy, your respect, your dignity. Because when you give mercy to everyone, you end up with nothing left for yourself. Mercy should be like fire, life-giving in moderation, destructive when uncontrolled. To wield it properly is to command respect. To waste it blindly is to invite ruin. So stop thinking that forgiveness always makes you virtuous. Sometimes it makes you invisible. And invisibility, in the world Machiavelli describes, is the first step toward powerlessness. Few quotes are more controversial than Machiavelli's claim that it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. It's been twisted for centuries, used to justify tyranny, corruption, and cruelty. But Machiavelli's true meaning was far more precise and far more human. He wasn't glorifying fear itself. He was glorifying respect born from consequence. Fear, in his eyes, wasn't about terror. It was about boundaries. It was about making people think twice before crossing you. Because love without respect collapses into weakness, but fear without hatred creates stability. Think of your own life. How often have you tried to be agreeable, to avoid conflict, to please everyone, only to be dismissed, ignored, or taken for granted? Most people want to be loved, yet few realize that love is fragile. It's conditional, temporary, easily replaced. Respect, however, endures. And respect often begins where fear quietly resides. Machiavelli saw that when people know there are limits, when they sense you're capable of discipline, distance, or withdrawal, they treat you differently. They may not always adore you, but they measure their actions carefully. You become someone they cannot manipulate easily, someone whose silence carries weight. To be feared, in the Machiavellian sense, means to be taken seriously. It means cultivating a presence that commands attention without needing aggression. It's the calm authority that makes others hesitate before taking advantage. It's the firmness that says, I am kind, but I am not harmless. The art lies in balance. A man who rules only through fear becomes hated, but a man who balances empathy with firmness earns loyalty and obedience. Machiavelli's genius was in recognizing that fear and love are not opposites. They are tools. And the wise man learns to wield both, never letting one consume the other. Modern society teaches the opposite. It tells you to always be kind, to always be forgiving, to never make others uncomfortable. But look closer. The people who command real respect are rarely those who seek approval. They carry an invisible line you do not cross. They don't shout or threaten. Their strength speaks quietly. To be feared is to protect yourself from manipulation. It is to make your boundaries visible without violence. It is to be both storm and stillness, capable of action but never reckless. Machiavelli understood that mercy and discipline must coexist. A leader, a man, or any individual seeking respect must know when to offer warmth and when to withhold it. So don't be afraid to set the tone. Don't be afraid to be the one who is respected more than liked. Because in the end, being loved can make you popular, but being feared makes you remembered. And the truth is this: those who love you may still betray you, but those who fear losing your respect will think twice before they do. Finally, let's reveal Machiavelli's ultimate message: that the goal of life is not to be good, but to be effective. The greatest tragedy of modern man is that he still believes being good is enough. He walks through life expecting fairness, recognition, and loyalty, unaware that the world doesn't operate by moral rules. It operates by advantage, perception, and power. Machiavelli's lesson isn't about becoming ruthless. It's about becoming real. It's about understanding that goodness without strength is fragility, and kindness without wisdom is self-destruction. The men who survive and lead are not the ones obsessed with appearing virtuous, but the ones who see reality for what it is and adapt accordingly. Being effective means controlling your image, your reactions, and your decisions. It means learning when to show compassion and when to withdraw it. It means knowing when to forgive and when to let silence speak for you. It means acting with precision instead of impulse. Not because you've lost your humanity, but because you've learned to protect it. A good person wants to be liked. An effective person wants to be respected. The good man hopes others will do the right thing. The effective man prepares for the moment they don't. And when that moment comes, he doesn't complain, he doesn't crumble. He adjusts. That's not cynicism, that's survival with awareness. Machiavelli understood that morality without foresight is like armor made of glass. It looks noble, but it shatters the moment life strikes hard. True strength is not abandoning morality, it's mastering when and how to use it. You don't owe the world blind virtue, you owe yourself understanding. The modern obsession with being good keeps countless people powerless. They censor their instincts, avoid conflict, and sacrifice their truth just to maintain harmony. But harmony without strength is submission. If you spend your life trying to please everyone, you'll wake up one day realizing you've pleased no one, not even yourself. To live as Machiavelli teaches is to reclaim control, to stop reacting, to stop apologizing for being strategic, composed, and sharp, to stop living by ideals that others use to restrain you. Because the world doesn't remember those who are good. It remembers those who are effective enough to shape it. Ask yourself, do you want to be remembered for your innocence or for your impact? Do you want to be liked or do you want to be unshakable? Because the moment you stop trying to be a good person and start learning to be an effective one, you stop living in reaction to the world and start mastering it. If this made you rethink how you see power, human nature, and your own place in it, then you're already thinking like Machiavelli, and that's where transformation begins. Take a second to subscribe, not just to the channel, but to the pursuit of clarity, control, and truth. Because the next lesson might just change how you play the game forever.